G'day, g'day. My name's Richard Brown. I'm the executive chef at Char Restaurant up here in sunny old Darwin. Today we're just going to do a nice little conversation on how we cook a steak. Been cooking professionally for nearly 30 years, mostly in steakhouses. This is really the thing that I kind of do. So to start off with, we're just going to get ourselves cooking a couple of different steaks. There's a few different styles of beef in the world. To start off with, we've got some grass-fed here. This is our Catering tomahawk, big bad boy. Going to cook that up and finish it in the oven just because of the size of the thing. The other option we've got here is a nice piece of Wagyu sirloin. It's a Survival School 5 job. We'll cook that on the flat grill, try and get some caramelisation on it, just so that the fat doesn't drip down through the char grill. And that way we're not going to get any of that smoke that billows out of it and keep that greasy flavour away from it. Best thing we can do from here is just start off with a little bit of good olive oil. Steak's now been sitting out for about 10 minutes just to come up to room temperature. Probably the best way to go, really. That way your steak's going to cook a bit more evenly. Going to hit them hard, just salt. Some people go with pepper. I'm a firm advocate that we just go straight salt, just because the pepper can get a bit smoky and burn when you put it down on the grill, and that'll go a little bit acrid. Straight on down in the hottest part you can find. You don't hear that sizzle, it's just not doing its job. We want to get that one down here on the flat grill. That way it's going to get a nice bit of caramelisation again. Looking for that sizzle. So we've had these on for a couple of minutes now, just getting ready for them to have a bit of a turn. Once again, we're looking for that nice caramel toast colour on these. And when it comes to your big bastards on the grill, we want to get some good marks, some good lines. Move it to another point, that's called spotting, so it moves across, not sitting back in the cold spot. The same thing goes with the flat grill. You want to move it to another location and just let them get a bit more heat into them. That way you don't get any dead or cold spots in them. Generally, if you've got a bit less marbling, you can go a little bit rarer. So this big tomahawk, I'd probably recommend cooking that to about medium rare myself, but again, that's up to everyone's choice. Well done, probably not so good. With the Wagyu, you want to be looking to cook that more to a medium, just to get that fat in there rendered out and melted. It really doesn't start melting until it gets to about 42 to 44 degrees. Your internal temperature on a medium is about 51 to 54. Again, with the tomahawk, we're probably looking for about 42 to 45 degrees, which is your internal temperature for medium rare. Anything over medium, you can start losing a bit of the quality of the beef that you're buying, so you really don't want to be doing that. Throughout the cooking process, we want to go through, make sure we've got, again, some nice olive oil, good little brush. We're just going to give them a base to keep them nice and moist while they cook. Get that gloss on them. We're going to make sure all surfaces are covered, and that way that heat's transmitted nice and evenly, and you're going to get a nice glossy end result. Really good caramelisation, and that's what you're after. Now, some people have different schools of thought again on whether you turn steaks more frequently or whether you just let them go along by themselves. I'm a pretty firm believer that they should just be left to do their own thing. The only problem that we're going to have with these ones is obviously it's quite a big cut, so all the sides aren't going to cook evenly on that flat grill surface. So what we're looking to do there, just pick it up or stand her up somewhere it's going to look after itself. Once again, let it do its own thing. Going to get all that fat rendering. Now you can see that it's really getting that nice golden colour. The tomahawk, on the other hand, is going to be too big to finish off on here without it burning on the outside. You're going to really damage the flavour of the meat. So what we're going to do is just look to put really good markings on that. We'll finish that in the oven. Probably the best way to finish your larger cuts. You're looking for a good temperature, sort of 180, 190 degrees. You want pretty fierce heat, and you want it to just sort of make sure there's a nice dry environment in the oven. That way it's going to really caramelise up. There's too much moisture in there. We have a look at that now. Turn her over. Bam. There you go. Nice, perfect markings. Nice, well caramelised. At this point, we're going to go back through, give her another good base. Good lick of the oil. We've got that colour going on there again. As much TLC as you've got the time for, really. So we're just going to sit it up on that little end that hasn't evened up nicely. And then and do the same on the other end. If you see any of these flare-ups here like this, you really want to be getting them going. You just pick it up, move it to another point once you got it marked, depending on timing. And again, we're just going to get that, cruise along, get those same markings on the other side. Okay, so we've got this nice tomahawk up to this stage now. Again, you can see the markings are nice and clear. It's got good even colouring and caramelisation. This one we're going to kick for medium rare. So I'm just going to take it over around here to our nice big combi oven that we've got. While that's cooking, we'll just finish up this little Wagyu steak we've got going. Got that perfect colouring on it now. We're just going to turn it. Just because of the thickness of it, it's going to need that flip. Said you kind of leave them to himself, but they will need a turn here and there. You check with your finger. You're looking for old school test. Relax your hand. That one is rare, medium, inedible, all well done. The other telltale sign you can look for is the juice pouring out of it. If that's really, really going hard, you've overcooked it. If you're looking at it, it's just starting to change colour there, so that should be just coming up to about medium. If you see red coming out at that point, the blood's still not fully cooked through, you're looking at medium rare. You get the sides going as well, make sure they've got nice, even cooking all the way through. Okay, time's up. Safety first, make sure you don't burn your hands off. That's never any fun. As you can see, coming out of here, beautiful even colouring. There's a little bit of fat in the bottom of there. That's all that's rendered out. Okay, so we've had about 8 minutes go by. We're back onto the old sirloin. Rested nicely, all that muscle fibres relaxed nicely. We're just going to give it a little bit of heat back on the grill just to get it up to temperature. Just check while we're at this, make sure all the sides are coloured evenly. At this point you can put your last little bit of finesse and magic onto it. While it comes back up, we want to give her another little baste. Again, applying the lube, makes it nice and moist. And success, ready to go. So we're just going to check out this bad boy. This time we're just going to put it back on the char grill. We're looking for that little bit of smokiness to this, try and accentuate the flavour in the grass-fed beef. Once it's had a little bit of a flash on here, turn her over. Let's get the heat in. At this point you can do a little bit of the old flip-flap around just to make sure it's evenly heated. Check she's nice and hot. The internal temperature will still be there and held, but it's just finished resting. We're going to go in through that little seam here, try and take off the eye of the rib. Nice, clean, even stroke. You'll see here on the bone, she's cooked right through nicely. If you needed to, you could put that back on the grill, give it a touch, like so per se, just to finish its cooking if it's not quite there. We're going to try and take all the goodness down off that bone, get all that nice caramelised fat straight off. Try and take it off into one clean piece. There's your toothpick for later on. All right, that's about a wrap from the meat burn and fury side of things. Tales of the barbecue are done. Hope everyone enjoyed the video. Get out there and give you a bit of backyard barbecue and fun. Enjoy a cold beer with your steak, guys.